Today we're out doing something for the apiary instead of actually working the bees today. Now I like the concept of the cement blocks and the 4x4 stands. They work out fantastic. They're really simple and inexpensive to make. I've got $30 here, not much at all. The blocks are like $2 a piece, under $2 a piece. And I prefer the kind with the ends on them. You can see the points because I set them up on end. And I'll show you that here shortly. But then it'll dig down into the ground as the weight gets on this. That helps a lot for stability. And I'll show you what makes this stand different than a lot of stands that use the cement blocks. So I'm using cement blocks, 4x4 posts. So 4 cement blocks, 2 4x4 8-foot posts, a couple scrap pieces of lumber that I found out in the shed, cut to 18 inches. I found that to be the best width from outside to outside, 18 inches for holding the hives. So 2 pieces of those and some 2-inch screws. 3 inches wouldn't hurt anything, but 2 inches will get in a lot of meat for this size wood. So I guess it depends on the type of scrap. If you have plywood, that's fine too. It doesn't have to be fantastic. I'll show you how we're going to use this. And we're going to turn this into this. What I like to do is once I get everything about set up in here. And these are about 6.5 inches apart, by the way. The blocks themselves, so that's important. The inside here, 6.5 inches, is a groove on the top of these things. On the top of these blocks fit a 4x4 pretty much perfectly. So what you can do is get your length. You can see on both ends of the block it's the right length. Set your 4x4 there, and you can do your level. Actually, my level would be about here. So I'd either have to raise this end or sink that end, one or the other. So I know my level there before I put these all together. Now if you don't have a level, real simple, grab a cup of water. Set a cup of water on there. You can see whether a cup of water is level. And perfectly level really doesn't matter. It's not that important, believe me. It's important you try to get it close, but exactly is not a requirement. So let's proceed. Once you know you have a good distance between these here and your level on here, don't forget the level. So we've got them all leveled across here. These are not level, but this is for a demonstration. Let's stick one end through, then bring it back so it's just flush like this. This is where we use the 18-inch board, and what I'm going to do is attach it like this. I line them up so they're flush on that side. Okay, now that one is too high. Put 2 or 3 screws in there. Line up the other one so it's flush as well. And put 2 or 3 screws in that side. Now, this is what makes this different than what I used to do. Number one, these things they tilt real easy, these blocks, when they're up on end, and people will tell you, you'll see it all the time on Facebook. People are saying don't do that because they can fall. This simple board, scrap wood, I don't care if it's plywood, deck wood, whatever you happen to have that's scrap, look at that. That makes it nice and stiff, so these boards aren't going to go anywhere. You do that on both ends, And it's quick to put together, it's quick to take apart. It's a simple stand. Okay, now the hive stand is ready. I don't have my rebar in yet. I'm thinking about actually putting in the middle for a little more vertical support as well. Not only will it stop any movement horizontally, but it'll help the vertical either as well when I put those two rebar in here. Meanwhile, I'm getting one of these hives set up on here right now. Minus all the weeds, that's what a finished stand looks like. A lot of things imperfect about it, but it works perfectly fine. It's a quick stand and it'll hold up. That thing will hold up. I've got similar stands that are at least a couple years old out here. These do very well. At this point, you're probably asking, what are we doing with the rebar? So the point of the rebar is to attach it to preferably the inside. I guess the outside would work as well. And I'm going to try these in the center. Normally I put one at one end and then the opposite side on the other side. I drive them into the ground and attach them. I left the attachment and my sledgehammer in the shop, so I will have to show you one that's completed. But I drive these in and attach them to each of these posts. Now, why do I do that? And I do this on all of my hives, including my horizontal hive. It'll work with almost any kind of stand. It's a fantastic idea. You're strapping your hive down to your stand. What's holding your stand down? So what that does is it does a couple things for me. Number one, well, you know, as I said, I've added stability with those end pieces, so it's not moving so much this way. However, if I were to bump into this stand, been there, done that. Hit it with a lawnmower, been there, done that. These stands move, okay? Any stand will move unless it's attached. You get a high wind, it's 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. You've got your hive strapped down. These stands need to be attached as well. I know some people use all kind of different anchors and everything, but I like the rebar. It's simple. And if you don't have one, any way to cut it to length, if you don't have a cutter, go to any Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's, any of those type of stores, and they have them in all different lengths. You can buy them already pre-cut. But what it does, again, is it keeps it from moving. So this stand is not going to tip over, regardless of the wind, well, to some degree, or bumping into it with lawnmowers. It is not going to move. It's not going to tip. That is the important part. You do not want your hives to tip. Again, we attach it, and in this case, I'm attaching to the center. So what I'm attempting to do is two things, and this is a little different for me, is I'm trying to stop this type of tilting. And I'm also trying to add some vertical support as well by putting it in the middle. But it doesn't hurt to add a little bit of vertical support in the center. So that's what I'm going to try to do on these, is add that vertical support as well as the horizontal support in these against high winds and lawnmowers and me. Let's take a look at one that is completed already, and I'll show you how exactly I attached it.